Okay, this is something that we gotta talk about. The topic of this video is unsolicited critiques. This is something that's been on my mind for a while now, and I think now is probably a good time to share this with you guys, especially with me getting into like the gently roasting your guys' art stuff. I think this is just an important message for everyone to hear in the art community, and hopefully this reaches as many of you guys as possible. I'll put up some B-roll footage for you guys of me drawing so that you don't have to look at my face the entire time. But let's get started, okay? So unsolicited critiques. This means providing critique without a person having asked for it. Now, right off the bat, what is a critique? A critique is basically providing constructive criticism to somebody's work, usually with the intention of helping them improve. Critiques, or crits for short, are a really amazing way to learn because you get feedback that is very direct, very targeted and specific to you that might not even be covered in a more generalized curriculum. And from my experience with critiques in art classes in high school as well as in design classes in university, I think I've actually learned the most out of these critique sessions. It's really just a great way to learn, and it's also why I've started doing the roasting your art videos, kind of like masking a critique behind something a little bit sassy and funny, because a lot of people out there don't really have the resources to attend classes or these critique sessions, so I thought it'd be helpful to put that out there as well. So all in all, critiques sound like a great thing, and it really is. It's one of the best ways to learn. It's one of the best things about going to school for art and for anything art related. Now, the problem is when a critique is given to somebody without them having asked for it. Hence the name unsolicited critique. I think with how much we all interact on social media platforms in the art community, it's kind of hard to avoid unsolicited critiques when you're online. The issue here is a lot of people might be sharing their work online because they are simply proud of it and they just want to get out of their comfort zone and put something out there for the world to see and really feel proud and accomplished with something they've done. And when somebody pulls up to their comment section and says, you know, the head is a little bit too small, looks a little bit weird, I don't know about the anatomy here, it looks kind of strange, you've done a little bit better before, not your best work, but still good job. It can be extremely discouraging to somebody who is not in the right mindset to be receiving that critique. They didn't ask for it. Now, it's a completely different story when somebody specifically asks for feedback on their work. In that case, all kinds of critiques are probably welcome and they're probably in the right mindset to be receiving that. Usually when somebody asks for a critique, they're not just trying to get compliments. You know, they know that there are things that they're doing well and some things that they might not be doing so well, and they want to know what they are. And they're in the right mindset to be receiving a critique. This is why in schools, in our classes, we always dedicate specific times where we sit down in a circle, get together in groups with our peers, and we give and receive critique on each other's work. Everybody is open, everybody is honest, and everyone is providing specific feedback in a polite and respectful way. You know, everyone is fully in it and nobody is really caught off guard by anything that other people have to say, and nothing is taken personal, ever. The problem with unsolicited critiques, where you go to somebody's work and you say, oh, I think you made the eyes a little bit too small, I don't know what's going on with the leg over there. When you say stuff like that, you don't know who's on the receiving end of your critique. Maybe it's somebody who's gonna take it really well and they understand that you're trying to help them. But it might also be a little art baby who's just trying to put their work out there and you just went and took a dookie on their lawn. You get what I mean. But the problem is you never know what mindset that other person is in. You never know what they're feeling or they're going through. Sometimes a supportive message versus an unsolicited critique can make a world of difference to somebody. If a person is out there sharing their work, not getting engagement, not getting any good feedback, and you just come along and kick them while they're down, like, who knows, that person might just hop out of the art community forever. They might not come back. You know, and it's good that critiques are essentially meant to help each other. You know, we're all trying to help each other grow. You know, you might see things that I don't see, I might see things that you don't see, but sometimes it really is just a matter of like, if you scroll on Instagram, you see something wrong with a certain painting, but the person's proud of it, they didn't ask for any critiques. It takes zero effort to not leave a comment and just keep scrolling. Crits are a great way to help people grow, but on our crowded social media spaces, it's best to just not do it unless somebody specifically asked for it. You never know who is on the receiving end of that critique, and if they didn't ask for your opinion, you don't have to give it. What is that saying? Like, if you got nothing nice to say, don't say nothing? Like, yes, we're all trying to grow on our own art journeys, we're all trying to become better artists, but we're not always looking for critique 24/7. Sometimes even me, we're just proud of something that we've made and we want to put it out there and share it with the world and let other people be proud of us too. Obviously, we're not perfect. Nothing we make is perfect. I look back on work that I made 3 months ago and I'm like, why did I do this? Why did I do that? That is off, this is off. But when I put it up there, I was proud of it. I was happy with it. Sometimes it's okay to let people be happy with their work, even if you see things wrong with it. I just think this is such an important message to get across, especially now that I have a bit of a platform here to be able to talk to you guys. And especially now that I've gone into the space of providing critique on your guys' work. I don't want you guys to start thinking that this is the norm and you should just start doing this to everybody and randomly roasting strangers that you don't even know. Not that any of you guys have done it, but it's more of a precautionary measure for me because I want to maintain a welcoming and accepting community, where everybody can share their work. Doesn't matter their skill level, doesn't matter where they're at in their art career, doesn't matter how old they are. It's important to build a welcoming art community, especially online, so that the little babies who are growing up right now don't have to be scared when they put their work up online in the future and share it with the rest of us. And I personally have gotten so many unsolicited critiques during my time on social media, and it just seems like a lot of people really aren't aware of this, which is okay. We're all here to learn. We might not know some of the best practices for certain things in the community, and that's fine. But sometimes even somebody in my position receiving an unsolicited critique on something that I'm actually rather proud of, it could stick with you for a while. And I'm just thinking, if somebody in my position can read a comment like that and start thinking about it for a little bit, just imagine somebody who is literally trying to get over their fears of posting online and finally stepping out of their comfort zone and breaking that wall down and sharing their work with the world, and that happens to them. That's dramatic. But yeah, this is just something that I wanted to get out there to talk with you guys about, because now that we have a platform, we have a bit of a voice in the community, I think it's important for all of us here to do our part to make the art community as welcoming as possible and to make it as easy as possible for the little art babies to start putting their work out there. Let's all try to build that welcoming environment that people can actually feel safe in. This goes for all the art fixers too. That's one of the most deplorable things I've ever seen. Do you really have nothing better to do? Let people express themselves. If you don't like the way one artist does something, there's another artist out there for you who does things the way you like. But yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about with this video. Let's all be welcoming, let's be supportive, let's be nice to one another, and let's all do our part to make the art community a safe space where everybody feels like they're accepted and their work is not trashed on every single time they post something. Okay? It's just very discouraging to me when I see people post things and then I see unsolicited critiques in the comments, even though the original poster is super proud of their work. It's just like, come on, dude. Come on, dude. Takes you zero effort to not say anything. Come on, dude. You're trying to help, but not everybody wants your help. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, that being said though, my art critique videos are still gonna keep happening because you guys always ask for it. Consent, if somebody didn't want that criticism, don't give it to them. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and feel free to let me know in the comments if you've experienced stuff like this in the past too, and how it might have made you feel. But otherwise, if you guys want to see more digital art content, feel free to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys on the next video. The next time I catch somebody giving unsolicited critique,